Welcome back people. We saw about inline, internal and external CSS in previous videos. Now let's learn about how to debug a CSS code. It is very important to learn how to debug a code as we are all humans and we make mistakes. Debugging helps us to figure out our mistake when something doesn't work the same way we want it to work. The first thing we are going to do is to use Chrome developer tools. Let's head to our browser. When you right click on your website and press inspect, you will get the developer tools. So here we have different tabs like element, console, source, network, performance, etc. We can have a look at elements in the website in the element tab, and any warning or error will appear in the console tab. The first step of debugging is to identify the problem. Now I made some changes to the code and the background color is now white. Let's find out why this happened. Let's open the element tab. Here, look at the styles tab. You can see that the element.style has a property called background color and the value is white. We also have styles.css, which is the external CSS file, and the background color is yellow, but it is not selected. This means that background color white property overrides background color yellow property in CSS style sheet. Now let's go back to the code. Here you can see that there is a inline CSS background color white property specifying the color to be white. This is the reason for white background color of the page. This is because if we specify a CSS rule for the same property in different places, in this case, we have specified the background color property for body element in inline CSS and also in external CSS. Then inline CSS is the most important rule. If you don't have inline CSS rule, then internal CSS rule is the second most important rule, which is followed by the external CSS. This means internal CSS override external CSS and inline CSS override internal and external CSS. Let's go back to the Chrome developer tools. What we will do is untick this and select this. So, select this. So now you can see if you change or delete the background color white property in the inline CSS, you will get back the yellow color here. Also, remember any changes made in the Chrome developer tool does not change the code. It is like looking at a preview. Once you find out what is off, you have to go to your code and make the changes. So let's get back to the code. Erase this thing off. Save this. Go back here and this. Now we don't have an inline element, only have background color is yellow. So now we know the priority of CSS rule. This means that you can apply a global CSS rule to all your web pages using external CSS, but you can also override those rules using internal and inline CSS to make changes to that specific page or specific element in that page. Also know that using external CSS is the best practice. Thank you for watching the video. Do like, share and subscribe to Supporting Tech.